Welcome to the CEO Masterclass. I am your guide, Rachel L. Gary. And who do I talk to in the CEO Masterclass? The CEO that is in you. And if you're wondering what the CEO is, that's that person that is clear in their actions, empowered by their choices, and owns their direction as the CEO of my life. And what I want you guys to know is today we're not just talking about your potential. We're talking about igniting potential here today. So if you guys are ready, let's go, because we're going to dive right into today's masterclass. So first, we're going to talk about what are the things that are stopping your potential. Are you just living passively in your life, or are you ready to excel and move forward towards having better tomorrows starting today? So we're going to start with a controversial truth. Too many of us live our lives on autopilot. Just like when we're driving a car. We end up to a destination, but we don't know how we got there. We wake up, we go to work, we go through the motions. And you know what we do? We wonder why we're not moving forward. This is the trap of passive existence. It's like sitting in the driver's seat and letting somebody else steer. Whose car is it? We're going to ask that question. Whose car is it? If you are clear in your actions and you're empowered by your choices and you are owning your direction, the car is yours. So we want you to be present and in control. And let's be real, guys. Whose choice is it? When you don't take ownership, you're choosing to let life happen rather than you letting life happen for you, not to you. So you become a spectator. No more watching your life pass you by. Today, we're going to talk about what? Being in the driver's seat of our lives. So who owns the power? So we're going to flip the script. The moment you take ownership, everything changes. You're no longer at the mercy of circumstances or the actions of others. So that's not your boss, the kids, the spouse, the friends. When you are owning your direction, you're taking full ownership of everything around you. You're owning your decisions, and you're going to acknowledge that where you are right now is a culmination of the activities you have done up until now. Once you own that, you have to know that once you own it, you have the opportunity to what? Make a change. Because at the end of the day, you're driving. It's your car. And we're moving that car forward towards success. So I got 2 tips for you guys today. 2 steps to ignite your potential. The first step is accepting responsibility for where you are right now. No excuses, no blame, just pure, unfiltered responsibility. You're going to own it. Whatever you did in the past, you're going to own. And we're going to move forward with different information. Because this is the foundation of ownership. You owning up for your good and the bad. So when you stop blaming others, your past, your circumstances, you have the opportunity to reclaim power. The power of your CEO life. You're no longer waiting for someone or something to change. Your actions are going to make the change. So that's step 1. Step 2, once you accept responsibility, you got to accept. You got to say, hey, I have not been showing up for me. I have made excuses in the past. Because when you say that, you're telling yourself you're responsible. And when you're being responsible, you're responsible for any outcome. All outcomes. So once you accept that responsibility, it's time. Yes. It's time to create the vision for where you want to go. Where do you want to be? What in your life right now is not aligned with the person that you want to be? So the vision is your compass. It's that goal, your why. It's guiding every decision and action you take. So once you understand your why, you're able to move forward with correct actions that align with the person that you want to be. But here's the key. You can't be indecisive. This is not, I'm going to own my life today and I'm going to go back to being passive tomorrow. As a CEO, you're clear in your actions. So you are decisive of how you're moving, where you're going, and getting a roadmap to get there. It's going to require you to be consistent and deliberate with your actions. There's no wishy-washy. You're in or you're out. So it's about making those choices that align with your vision. What is it you want out of life? Because no one else can run this life for you but you. It's all about your life. So what is going to be? Are you going to simmer in mediocrity, or will you ignite the potential by taking full ownership for your CEO life? Ultimately, guys, the choice is yours. And it starts with accepting responsibility and taking decisive action. Remember that you hold the key to unlock your potential. You have the power to do, be, and have everything that you want in your life. But you have to set yourself along that path. It's not the government's regulations. They can have their regulations. The government can have their process. But how you are going to walk in your life, in your purpose, you're going to work within that circle and make it happen. Now, we got to get to my favorite part. My favorite part of all this is the Q&A. What questions you guys have for me about owning up your past activities, not mistakes. We're winning and learning here. So they're not mistakes. So your past learning experiences, you're going to own up to those. And today you're going to take decisive actions to move forward towards a better tomorrow and towards the goals that you want in your life. What's next? Because if you are where you want to be today, we wouldn't be talking. And it's okay if you're not where you want to be. But the CEO Masterclass is about getting those tools that help you get to the point where you want to be. So I do have a question in Zoom. And the question of the day is ownership. If I am owning my direction, how do I get help to move forward when I don't have the answers to a particular situation? Great question. So I'm going to say it from this point. I am a coach. However, when I was someone who needed a coach in this part of my life, I'm going to tell you what I did. Got help. You're not going to have all the answers. As you learn more, you grow, you're going to know less about a subject. So when I started my coaching and mentorship program, I knew nothing about marketing. I had to get assistance from a social media manager, a marketing expert, and I read, right now guys, I'm at like 38 books for the year just on marketing. And what I realized after reading all of those books, that I had been marketing myself the whole time. Isn't that something? But you don't know what you don't know. So you get the information, you learn, grow, and develop you. So, you know I offer a coaching and mentorship program. So this is not a shameless plug. This is for the roadmap that will help you get to where you need to go. I've been in leadership for 25 years. I've led everywhere from being a lead on a dock to being an RVP of several branches. I will say I have failed miserably in the beginning of my management career. But towards the end of my leadership career, I began to understand what was necessary for me to grow. Not grow me, grow a team. So with that information, the parts of my course that deal with understanding more about you, no matter if you're a leader of an organization, leader of your own company, ultimately, guys, the first place you have to lead is your life. It's the first place. So my course is centered around building up you so the best you can step forward as the leader of a company, who can step forward as the owner and the CEO of your business. Because there are many CEOs who lose employees because they're not good leaders. They're good business people, but they're not good leaders. And being a good leader is what is necessary to move your team, your business, your life forward in the best direction. So if you want to know more, you guys know you can click the link that's in the bio, or you can click the link that is along with this video. You can always DM me in any social media platform. If you got my link off of LinkedIn, which is mostly where my people on Zoom are, I am a person who always answers and is always here to help. So if you want to know more, please click that link. So I only had one question today. So anybody who has any questions about leadership, growth, a mindset to be the leader that you know you are, DM me at any of those social media platforms. I'm on every platform as Rachel L. Gary. On the YouTube, you can find me at Rachel L. Gary, and you can drop in there a comment, and on those comments, I will provide an answer. If you want to be anonymous, just DM me. I will speak your question live at the next week on Wednesday. So, for those who don't know about the 7-day challenge. Okay, hold on. I got another question. Hold on. Facebook just opened up for me. Thank you. So here's the question from Facebook. So my apologies. I went ahead a little quickly. So the question is, how can I be a more effective leader in the construction industry as a woman? I like to be assertive but not offensive. Great question, Sheba. First off, I'm gonna take something out of there first. We don't do anything just because we're women. And as a woman, we'll say it from this point, I want you to we have to take a step back. Because in the construction business, it has been said to be a male-dominated industry. Everything is male-dominated until you step up and do what you have to do. How do you become a more effective leader? Lead. Be 100%. When you come into a job site, you want to know what you're talking about. You want to have a clear idea of what needs to take place. And you want to make sure at the end of the day that you respect the team and you demand respect in return. And it's not really about, you don't have to say it. When you know your stuff, people respect knowledge. People respect activities. People respect when you bring to the table the information that they know to be true. So just show up being perfectly who you are, and show up, and for lack of a better word, show out. Okay, so I say at the end of the day, guys, the 7-day challenge is a free challenge that I have every day. You can join the 7-day challenge. The 7-day challenge is about 3 commitments that you're going to consistently do for 7 days. But once you're in, you can join the CEO Habits group and get into what? The 7-day challenge 2.0. What's the 7-day challenge 2.0? 2.0 is where I go live for 7 days. It's about encouragement. It's about accountability. And it's about me being straight, no chasing. I want success for you. I'm going to push you. I'm going to ask you to show up. Because if you haven't shown up already, then you are where you are because you have not. I'm not one of those coaches who's going to tell you it's okay not to show up. I told when I was talking today on day 3, I explained that if you don't show up for you, you can show up for your kids, your spouse, your community. But if you don't show up for you, you are pulling energy from an empty cup. Fill your cup up and help everyone from the overflow of your cup. It's a hard thing. We have been taught that it's not right to be self-serving. It's not about being self-serving. It's about having an ultimate form of self-care. Not a get your hair done, get your nails done, and go to a spa. When you love on you, when you care about you care about your mental health, your physical health. When you do those things, you are now loving from the overflow of those things. My energy level, I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning, guys. Why can I bring the same amount of energy at 7:52 at night? because I'm loving from an overflow of me. I'm bringing you guys information from the overflow of the energetic nature of myself. I am ecstatic every time that I'm able to have a live and bring you guys information that I know is going to get you to a new level. I just finished my first book, a full book. I have a couple of ebooks out there, but my first full book is in the middle of being edited right now. Now, I have a full-time job. I have a coaching and mentorship program. I own real estate. You guys see it. This is not a brag. It's because I do everything in the overflow of myself. I structure myself. I have clear boundaries that I do not allow people to at all. And I want to say this, I want to look directly in the camera. At no point in time do I allow people outside of myself to disrupt my peace. That's a boundary that I hold dear to. If you are disrupting my peace, it's the quickest way for us to say peace. So at the end of the day, you have to love from the overflow of you, take care of you, grow you, build you, do what you need to do for you. And at the end of the day, it's how you make things happen. You're able to be, do, and have because you are giving yourself a place to get that knowledge, to grow, to reach your goals. And that's what the 7-day challenge is about. Setting that foundation with those 3 commitments that are continuous consistency for 3 days, and then you move forward. So I do have another question. However, that question is going to have to wait till next week. Well, one more time, what we do, we always set clear boundaries. So your question will be answered live on the CEO Masterclass next Wednesday on 9/11. We are going to also pay homage to the people who lost their lives in 9/11 in 2001 at the very same time. That issue, that circumstance sparked a reaction from our government. I want to teach you guys how to respond in a way that always provides a solution and you don't become part of the problem. So I want to tell you, you got this, CEOs. I know you got it. You know you got it. You will tell you how I know you got it? Because you're here. You're ready. And what we're going to do here, I thank you guys, each and every one of you who join me live, who watch my videos at a later date, and who provide feedback. And for those who have joined my course, thank you for trusting me with your better tomorrows. I won't let you down. And until next week, I want you guys to be up, out, and moving to the greatness we all know lies with who? You, CEO. The CEO Masterclass is now closed.